Hello everybody, this is JC one more time. I have another poem for you. I discussed poetry with a friend recently, and this friend stated unequivocally that most poems are weird. And if you like weird poems, then he might enjoy it. And I said, you know what, I just happen to have a weird poem. Now, I'm going to preface this poem just a little bit with somewhat of an explanation. This poem is about a person, could be you, could be anybody, who is sort of looking for a good time and not too particular about where they find this good time. I mean, you know, when you go to dinner with somebody, why, it's a special treat. So anyhow, I wrote this poem about that, and you're going to have to pay close attention now, because it's sort of in a certain meter, and you have to follow it very carefully in order to get the meaning. And I'll start it now. It's called Dinner with the Folks, and it goes like this. I met a girl out on the street and asked her if she'd like to eat a bite or two with me at her folks' place. She said, I guess I wouldn't mind if you would be so kind and tell me that your name is no worse than your face. I told her that my name is Joe. That's all of me you need to know, so let's go to your place and pig out. She asked if I had a buck. I told her that she is in luck, 'cause gold and silver is what I'm all about. We walked inside her living room. It smelled so bad I felt a swoon begin to overtake my consciousness. Her mom and dad both welcomed me. They didn't expect company. They're sorry that the house is such a mess. I asked when dinner would be served, and Dad said, you have a lot of nerve. You need to give my wife a chance to cook. The girl said we could call a store and have a meal brought to the door. That sure would beat Mom's cooking from a book. So Mom called on the telephone and gave the address to her home and said, we need a meal. We need it now. We have a sucker here who's flush and who on our daughter has a crush, although she smells and looks just like a cow. So then we sat around the table. She told me her name was Mabel, of course, and you're still paying attention now. If you've got a quarter, then you are in luck. I said I needed all my cash to buy this oriental hash and honey mustard to go on the duck. At last we started on our meal. With my third bite, I gave a squeal. A bead of sweat popped out on my forehead. My stomach churned and made a threat to empty because it was upset. I heard Mom whisper, soon he will be dead. It seems they've done all this before. They set it all up with the store to bring a meal that has an almond smell. The smell is all that I recall. No one will grab me if I fall. If I crash now, I know I'll wake in hell. My stomach heaved. I gave a squeal and put all of my former meal back on the table, mostly in my plate. I staggered out into the street. I barely could stay on my feet, but I took time to contemplate my fate. If I should meet a girl again, and she agrees that I come in and meet her folks and dine like once before, I'll run so fast she'll scarcely see the blur. That's all there'll be of me. That's all there is of this. There ain't no more. Thank you very much. That's the Dinner with the Folks.